Greetings, 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 Patreon family! I hope everybody's doing well today. It is wonderful to be back. I had a very nice weekend. I had a chance to relax. I did absolutely nothing. I did get alerts from you guys though and some requests for readings, especially I think it's Libra and Scorpio were the two most popular, maybe also Cancer. I'll go back and look at the requests and then I'll do the corresponding readings. But I hope everybody is doing well today. I have also done our 2-card tarot vibe as well as our oracle guidance. And it's feeling like something new is trying to come in for a lot of us. Some passion, something that's going to ignite your senses, your pleasures. But it looks like for some of you, some decisions have to be made. And either you are trying to renew something or you're trying to reignite something, perhaps from the past or in a current relationship. But let's take a look. I think the first reading we're going to start with today is going to be Libra. So let's look at what's going on with Libra. We're going to get a snapshot. And these are, I'm going to promise you these readings are not going to run over. I'm going to try to keep it within balance. As hard as that is for me, and you guys know I always say that, but we're going to look at Libra. Let's look at Libra right now. I just want to channel that energy for Libra. So just take a few moments. Take a nice deep breath. Get yourself centered. Okay, as you watch this, remember, there is no past, present, or future. So the reading has already happened. It's already noted who is listening. I'm asking that the majority of the energy go for those people who will be listening for the reading and that we get the predominant message that needs to come through. So this could be your actual verbatim message. Sometimes that's how it happens. The reading actually is for a particular individual. At other times, there may be some combination messages. So I'm going to try to be as flexible and fluid as I can in the interpretation. Again, let me just take a moment to center. I want to thank all of you for being here during the month of July. It is wonderful to have you here. And we're going to be doing a challenge this month. I want to spend another few days determining our energy and pulling some cards as to the type of challenge we want to do. You know, we've done a money manifesting challenge. We've done a financial challenge. I feel like we need to do a vibrational challenge or a challenge that has to do with manifesting things in your life, but things that are not directly targeting finances. We've done 2 financial challenges already. We need to deal with keeping our vibration up. That's what I'm leaning towards, but be happy to take requests from my lovely, lovely family members. All right. Okay, so we're getting ready to channel some of that Leo energy. Let me make sure my deck is right side up. I got too many up. Yep, this is going to be the right way. Don't like to do this, but we're going to do it today. How about that? It's going to make a mess. I don't really want to do this, but I want to keep our, let me get an incense burner. Guys, hold on, give me a second. I don't want to be lazy. And you guys, I did get rid of Albie this past weekend. She is somewhere else where I know I can always get her back, but I did get another little baby German Shepherd. She's 3 months. Her name is Luna. I love Albie, but Albie was on the spectrum, and Albie was just a lot of work, and she was a little crazy. She actually tried to attack my little Luna yesterday, and it was too difficult to hold her back. I love Albie, and I'm going to miss her, but she won't be out of my life totally. But I am in the midst of training little Luna so that she can become a part of the family. She has an entirely different temperament. She's not as hyperactive and busy as Albie. I really feel like Albie was on the spectrum in some ways that I can't even describe. So I don't think we'll be having to worry too much about the shipments that come in and interrupt the readings because Albie won't be here to attack anyone. But Luna has a little bit of fight in her. She's only 3 months old. She's 12 weeks. So just letting you know, Luna is a part of the family now. Okay, Spirit, we ask that you bring the messages through for the sign of Libra targeting our Patreon collective, and that the messages that are needed the most come through, and that all those light beings and divine deliverers that are here to work with us as we bring these messages forward and as we bear the light through us, that these messages be clear and that we all be open to receive what the primary energy is for Libra for the month of July. Libra for the month of July. What are the messages for Libra during the month of July? What do we see? The Hierophant, okay? There's that 5 of Cups. Okay. So we could be talking about relationship trouble, feeling disconnected, feeling like things aren't working with a male in your life who may be a bit conservative, perhaps. Somebody who kind of likes to sort of be in charge. They could even be a religious person or someone on a spiritual path. But those are just energies that I'm calling out that I happen to see. We know that nothing happens by accident. But let's get to have a little bird's eye view on what's going on with Libra. Let's look at the predominant energy. What is the main energy of what's happening with Libra in the month of July, Patreon? The world. Ooh, the world. Okay, and y'all know this can mean a lot of different things. A lot of times the world means literally the world is your oyster. Things are coming to fruition. Things are working out. Things are coalescing in your life. You are feeling as though the world is within the palms of your hands. Or you are contemplating something that has global ramifications. This could be something related to something that you're doing in your life, something that you're moving forward. This can also relate to something cyclical, a pattern that continues to just consume your life, and you keep, in this circular place over and over and over again. But the world should really hammer home the point that you've learned certain lessons, you have integrated certain awarenesses, you've stepped up, and now you're ready to move on to the next phase of something. So while you may be closing something out, closing a relationship out with that 5 of Cups as we saw earlier, letting someone go, that you are also embarking upon a new part of your journey. Some of you literally could be traveling, but that is not likely. This card could also speak to what is happening in the world, but to the extent that that is on the mind or directly affecting someone in our Patreon community. This is card number 21, which is also the card of 3. So this could be something new happening. Let's get some information about what is involved with that World card, Spirit. What is involved with that World card? Relationship, 2 of Cups, partnerships, something to do with a soulmate relationship. We have the 2 of Cups. We have the Hermit card. You know this Hermit card is Virgo. So literally for some of you guys, Virgo could be involved. Or a situation with someone that is a Virgo. More information, Spirit. Okay, yep. We have the 6 of Swords card, y'all. Okay, so underlying energy here, 6 of Wands. So it's almost like you're taking control back of your life. Some of you, with this 6 of Wands being the underlying energy, for some of you, this is like you taking control of your life, being back at the helm and moving things forward, with you really going in a direction where everybody's like watching you. They could be watching your smoke. They could be feeling your, let's say, your sense of victory over a situation. We have a sense of victory over something when we feel in charge of our life, when we feel like we are the director, when we feel like we are the master of our fate, when we feel like we're getting our just due, or we're taking what is due us at this particular time. Could have been a situation you've been juggling back and forth. Now, we have this 2 of Cups here, okay? And, I would normally read this one particular way, but I'm also taking a look at the Hermit card and this 6 of Swords here. So we have air on the table. We have Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. We have Virgo, as I mentioned, with the cups here. We have our water signs on the table, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So with this Two of Cups and the Hermit card, you could have been on break from someone. Literally, I'm feeling though almost like you were moving away from someone, but perhaps things are taking a turn and going in another direction. And perhaps you all are trying to restart or rekindle something. And this is kind of strange because normally I wouldn't interpret these cards this particular way, but this is what is feeling. Normally I would say, okay, this situation is completing something between you and a lover. You've searched your soul. You've done the necessary reflection and contemplation, and you've decided to move in a different direction. You're taking charge of something. And we're going to get some more guidance, but I really feel as if, with this Hermit card here, it's like you're seeing something. Perhaps you're reconsidering something. You're giving something some thought, or somehow you're in a space of pause right now. And it may be initiating an opportunity for you to come back full circle and to come back into a situation, perhaps for reconsideration. But we are going to get some more guidance with that. Because like I said, I typically wouldn't interpret it that way, but that's just kind of how it feels. All right, so let's take a look at the Spellcaster's Tarot. And let's get some more information for our Libras. Because whatever this is, it definitely involves something that has been a source of disappointment or pain. But it also involves someone that you truly love and care about, and someone who you might have thought you were going to be able to go the distance with. So I feel like this could be a complicated situation. It could be something that's not so easy to walk away from or to end. Some of you, I'm hearing, could be moving. And so as a result, you may be having a relationship to come about, or an opportunity. Literally, some of you may be able to connect with the idea that it may be cross-cultural or interracial even. Like a relationship with someone who is typically outside of your cultural paradigm. What is the message for Libra right now? For a Patreon community, Libra. Some of you, a mother is influencing a possible situation. A mother or some other type of maternal figure. Whatever this is, I do feel like it is something that has a lot of literally energetic cords. Some ties to this person. But maybe an opportunity for the relationship to come around one last time and have one last go of it. We're going to see. What is the message for Libra? Spirit, what is the message for Libra? Knight of Swords. Five of Pentacles. The Justice card. I want to clarify the Knight of Swords. Clarify the Knight of Swords. Clarify the Knight of Swords. With the Justice card on the table, we have Libra. Clarify the Knight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like something is making a comeback. Something that was almost destroyed, or something that you thought was over. It's been a source of pain, trial, tribulation. Somehow it's been a source of a lot of conflict within you, but then conflict between you and somebody else. It's kind of making a comeback. And for a very small, maybe one person, it could be a job situation. Maybe someone is trying to make an offer to you, a message is coming in. Someone's really trying to almost make one last attempt. You know, that last attempt before that last breath where you give everything the gusto right before you pop the baby out. If you're a woman, you give it all you've got. It's like that one last attempt, even though the basis has been the tower. It's like trying to salvage something. We have this reverse Five of Pentacles, which is one of the reasons why I'm feeling like that. Situation is kind of reversing itself. Perhaps the lines of communication have begun to open and there's less chill between two people. Spirit, please clarify that Five of Pentacles. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Things are trying to take perhaps a turn for the better, going in a different direction. Somebody literally is coming after you. With the Three of Wands here. Clarifying this Five of Pentacles. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you've been trying to maybe get a message across. You've been trying to manifest something. You've been trying to get a message across. And maybe it has fallen on deaf ears and you're about to walk away and leave something. But somebody is not ready for you to leave. And they are coming in with some strong communication or the desire to sway you in some way. Justice, justice, clarify the Justice card. Please clarify the Justice card. Yeah, things are taking a turn. We have the Ace of Pentacles, guys. This is some type of new beginning. If, for those of you, this is a relationship, this new beginning is going to be negotiated around new terms and a whole nother sense of clarity for the situation. I feel that will involve a departure from the way that you guys have been doing things in the past. If you are to return, if you're the queering and you're the one looking out for this reading and this reading is speaking to you, it's almost saying that in order for this new start, there has to be a rebalancing because things have been out of balance. There hasn't been any harmony in this situation. It's been unfairly set up and constructed upon a premise that does not serve you. So that has to be revamped in order for there to be a new beginning. But if there's a communication that comes in and a sense of fairness and a sense of justice, then there's an ability to turn this situation around, at least for the moment, and to start all over again. With this Ace of Pentacles, this really is a new beginning. It's like a new beginning to to invest new energy into something, to put away, I guess you could say, you know how you make deposits in the bank so that you have something to withdraw later? This is like being willing to start over, you know, like, because you have this Tower card. All right, you have this something that has fallen apart, something that you've been in deep reflection about, something you've been trying to find your way around, and it threatened to fall apart, or it did fall apart. But even so, there's still somebody trying to fight for this situation and turn things around and open up the lines of communication and hold on to the relationship. Whereas one person is trying to let it go, or has been trying to let it go, somebody is trying to hold on to it, or the person that's trying to let it go is trying to let it go to see if the other person will fight for them. And I feel like that's turning around. My guidance moving forward is just to say that in order for the new beginning to take place, there's got to be more balance. There's got to be a sense of fairness. There got to be new rules. So ground rules have to be established. Okay, let's look at the energy underneath this. Your new rules have to be established because for some reason, this really has been a situation that has run its course. All right. And for whatever reason, this may be the last go of it. And I don't feel like you're going to get a lot of chances to get this right because there's so much strain and stress that's been the source of this situation. And you have gone back and forth, back and forth. I feel like this is a situation. We look at this card, this is a situation with someone that you've known for a long time, or that you have been involved with for a long time, and it hasn't been smooth sailing a lot of the time. There hasn't been what you call A lot of, although there's been happiness, although there's been love and the sharing of something between two people, it has really seemed like a burden for one person, and it's been quite difficult. And you might have been feeling like you were the one that's been doing all the work. Yeah, there's definitely something new coming in, but underneath this beginning, this new ability to communicate, and what is at the base of that is an opening of the heart and a willingness to just give it one last shot. But I really do feel like, I'm sure that this cannot continue in the same way that it did before. If you are going to be moving back into opening the lines of communication with this individual, whoever this reading is for, or you're going to stay on the job, or you're going to stay in the partnership, it's really, please make sure you don't go back into a situation where you haven't clearly delineated your boundaries, you haven't clearly communicated what it's going to take in order to have this new beginning, where you haven't let go of attachments and things that have harmed the relationship in the past, and that you repeat a cycle. Because someone is definitely trying to change the fate of this situation. And it looks as though it's affecting you in some way. You're open to it, but you also have been the person, more than likely, that has been worn out and that's really tried to go the distance in the past. So let this be your the message to you, that no new beginnings can begin within the same old energy, and that there has to be some reciprocity. In the past, there's not been any reciprocity. There has to be some reciprocity. It has to be fair. It has to be balanced, and it has to be based on truth. And whatever the expectations are this time, coming into this situation, those expectations need to be clear and they need to be honored. No compromise. Don't be overcome by this person and all of their, coming towards you with all of this energy and seeming this smile on their face and trying to turn things around. This person is afraid of losing you. Okay? So this is more of a reflex situation. There's a pattern you guys have been in that's been very predictable. All right, let's get one enchanted map. Oracle. Talisman. Okay, so this is trusting the road ahead. This is the number 4. This is 49, which is 13, which is the number 4. It's about foundations. All right, let me read this to you. A lesson truly learned is crystallized as learned wisdom. You have all you need for the success you seek. Wisdom allows you to recognize traps on the road and familiar patterns that you want to avoid. It also enables you to quickly gather information about where you are on your journey. It helps you recognize your allies and know how to find the best routes along the way. Now you're at a place where you know the right things to do and the best choices to make. You can't really commit a mistake. Whatever your inquiry, great fortune awaits you, for you have the wisdom to arrive at the right decision. You've learned your lessons and earned the right to success. Okay? This card, while it's talking about wisdom, is also drawing your attention to the lessons of the past. Okay? I'm drawing your attention to the fact that this situation has been something that has torn you apart again and again and again. It's always been able to be salvaged at the 10th hour, and there's love there, but that does not always mean that burdensome cycle that you need to let go of is necessarily going to just do an about face and be the opposite of what it's been up to this point. So it really is up to you to move into this with the wisdom you've learned. And that's why I'm telling you, more than anything else, right now you have the upper hand. This is a time to negotiate. This is a time to be clear, to act as if there haven't been any previous discussions, to go into this laying down the law, laying down your expectations, what you expect in order for this new beginning to take off, to remember the lessons that you've had to learn the hard way in the past so that you don't repeat these cycles of being disgusted, of being frustrated, of being spent, of feeling like, what the heck is this burdensome cycle I keep finding myself in? Why am I always carrying so much of the weight in this situation? Why is it all on me, and where's the change? Okay, and I can't continue to do this. That type of energy, you don't want to take this in this situation. All right, so you're moving forward and you're establishing a new foundation if you decide to do that, and you're keeping an eye on all of the warning signs and the red flags moving forward. I hope this reading was a guidepost for you. I hope you understand the importance of having learned previous lessons as it relates to this particular relationship. I hope you have done the necessary contemplation and soul searching before you turn everything around and come back to this relationship, or before you allow any, energy of that's self-serving to come back, that, because it's overwhelming and it's exciting and it wants to try to restore something that it's familiar with, that you don't just allow yourself to be overcome and make a decision that does not involve you having learned past lessons. Lots of love to you guys. See you later on in the week for our weekly energy reading, which I'm going to try to get in tonight in between these individuals. If not, I'll do it tomorrow. And also the rest of our posts for those of you at the silver tier and above. Bye.